Hi, I'm Jose Prats, the Director of Character Homes with Christie's International, and I'm here in Leimert Park at this stunningly intact Spanish revival. Let's go take a look. This home was built in 1932. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath, and has so many amazing original features in here that have been restored and preserved. Also noted, it was built for Pat E. Crandall, who was a tile setter, and there's a ton of original tiles that they kept. It's so great. So right here, we're looking at the front window, the big picture window. You know, you got to have it in all the Spanish homes, and they have these really beautiful tiles. Look at a close up. So it's to believe that these could be Malibu tiles. Not sure. So Malibu tiles, for those of you who don't know, back in the 1920s and 30s, they were like the primo or the best brand in artisan tiles. So it's great when you have them remaining at home, but not 100% sure, but they believe it is. Also too, you'll notice they have the terracotta tile going underneath the window and around the ledge here of the front courtyard. I also just want to step back and just show you the house a little further back here. It's got the cupola, which gives such a great curb appeal and charm to this home. And here you'll see it's right on the corner here, goes all the way back. So you come on in, you're greeted by these beautiful lanterns that were also restored. Like I said, the current owner that worked on it, she did a lot of preservation and restoration. So here too, you'll see the gate, the great, amazing ironwork here. And you come in, you have this great little courtyard. And just look at the tile around there, that arch. And then on the staircase too. Something that I have not seen before, the tile mosaic for the address number. How great is that? It's like a shield there, and you can see it must have taken some time and skill to get that done. And it's so great that it's still here. Again, it's believed that is also original. So while it has a lot of original features, they also fully restored the home. So you notice the new copper flashings there to help with the energy efficiency and the water, so when the water is getting in there. So these have been nicely restored. And by restored, I mean the wood windows have been nicely restored. So they are still the original wood windows. So here you have something really interesting, right? So this is something of the extra tile that was added in. So you can see it's consistent with the styles we've seen on the front of the house and around the door. Such an interesting, beautiful fountain. So I was told this fountain took a little bit of work to get back up and running, and so glad they did. They believe that this toad was installed. You can see a little hole there. When the fountain wasn't working, they added that to make it work, but they restored it back to the original way it should function. All right. So as you're coming on in here, you see this beautiful door. It's the original door as well. So they had to do a bit of restoration on this. So this style of door, how it's made, they actually burn on this look, but they had to bring it back so you could see it in its original glory. Did a really good job. It's got great original hardware too on the door. Same too here on the little privacy screen. And it has also the original mail slot, which came out nicely. You can see those little hand-hammered details on it. Oh, and I kind of missed that sconce here that really matches the lanterns up in front. But yeah, let's take a look in. Oh yeah, and one more thing before we go in. There is a little kind of star detail. I don't know if you can see that embedded in there. All right, let's go on in. I'm trying to remember to move the camera a little slower. That's the notes I've been getting lately, so I'm listening in the comments. If you have any other suggestions or questions, always you can drop them down below. So we come in, we're into the great room, or the living room here. And you'll notice something really different. Again, it's relating to the tile. The type of tile they have here. So it is a Saltillo, which we do see a lot in Spanish, but it's a picket shape. So that's also something that was really cool. I had not seen that before. And again, I believe to be original. But a lot of times these rooms are usually hardwood floor. So it's cool they use tile, but they also use a really unique shape. But yeah, you can see it's a beautiful room. So we notice those details, right? You know, built in 1932, we have a lot of Art Deco details. So that arch there, you'll notice it's got a stepped kind of deco detail. And we'll see a lot of that throughout the house. And also the sconces too. You know, great original pieces here. Beautiful. You got that big picture window. I mean, they even have a really cool curtain rod. See, that's an iron curtain rod there. Here we go, we have the fireplace. Again, right, with great tile work. Get a good shot of that there. And even the fireplace mantle has that Art Deco kind of step detail. And here too on the bottom, some more colorful tile. It's so great because all the tiles are in that same kind of color bracket there. All right, so I think we got everything here. Oh yeah, I was going to show you from this side. This great detail here. So you know when someone knocks on the door, you want to see, instead of the peephole, you got a full little mini door. All right, so that's a living room. As I mentioned earlier, it's a 2-bed, 1 bath, just over 1,300 square feet. Right here is the dining room. Oh yeah, and this is the mail slot from the other side. It's great just to see the original bare metal there. They were able to get the paint off. And again, like on the outside, you have that same hand hammered detail on it. So here we have the dining, as I mentioned. In the ceiling here, you'll notice it has a octagon recess in there. Really great detail. And on inside too, you have a little like crown molding detail. It looks to be like it was plastered or just painted over many times, but it adds a really nice touch to this home. And also when you're looking at the ceilings and the walls, they all have that original plaster detail, that Santa Fe, we call it, type of texture. Just so great. It just adds another great element to this home. And I gotta point out all the light fixtures here, right? These are so good. Look at this one. Beautiful. I believe I was told this one was sourced. It wasn't original, but it matches perfectly in this home. So the 2 bedrooms are down that way, and that amazing bathroom, which we're going to see in a minute. Can't wait to show you that one. It's so good. And the kitchen is right over here, so we'll go there next. So they kept a lot of the doors in the living rooms, which is awesome, because a lot of times they get ripped out, but you can really see how the homes were originally designed, right? So you can have that privacy while you're cooking or preparing a meal for your guests. And this door is kind of that 2-way butler style door there. It opens this way too. So that way we can take a look at all this tile here. So again, you get floor to ceiling tile in the kitchen, which is the hallmark of, you know, this era. I love how they did like a little detail on the bottom there, right? Like a molding with the same color tile, different shape, and then square all the way around. And then again, there's that Deco style arch with that step detail. So good. Let me zoom back. And you got some new light fixtures they added in. But yeah, let's go into here. So right off the kitchen, you have the breakfast nook. One of my favorite rooms in a good Spanish is a great nook. Again, here you have the coved ceilings. This is something you don't typically see, the tile, kind of the chair's height all around. And again, these all are, most of the windows, except for a couple, right, are the full, they're casement windows. So you can just pop those open and open them up. Keep that one closed for now. And then here, you can see the built-ins, yeah. So great, these are remaining too. They're great, they have glass and a wood detail there. And if you want to take a look what it looks like in here, there's another shelf there. Another shot out this window. Such a great street too, a lot of other Spanish homes. And this is another light fixture that was added in. I believe this is a newer piece versus of it being vintage. But it works great with the Deco style, right? Because it also has that stepped detail. Here's another shot of the kitchen. And I was told this came with the home. The vintage O'Keefe. So O'Keefe, yeah, O'Keefe and Merritt range. So cool, huh? Take a look. There's the burners there, if you were wondering how that works. And then that's how they used to, it's the old school exhaust right there. All right, so we're here in the laundry room now. So it's a little laundry area, you got a sink. Your door here takes you to the side yard or into the backyard. It's your hookup for laundry. And here's your new fridge. But retro style. This, I imagine, at one point was the storage area for the ironing board. And at one point maybe converted, or what's now converted to a spice rack. All right. So again, this house has been fully upgraded, right? All new electrical, all new plumbing, all new HVAC. But look how much original detail you get. It's rare something like this comes across. So now we're gonna head over into the bedrooms and the bathroom over here. And this hallway is so good. There's so much going on here that I just love it. So if you look right, sorry for that quick turnaround there. You have a door, they remained again. So if you have little kids or a little dog, you want some separation, some privacy from the bedrooms, you can close that. But you also notice the kind of inlay detail here. Really cool. A great piece to have. And also, we're going to start looking at a lot more doors here, and you'll notice this deco detail going throughout. It's a really interesting shape. Very unique. And, you know, right here, we'll see right in the beginning of the hallway, again, you got that step detail. And this would be where you'd keep your phone, a little phone booth area, right? So you pop your phone there. You probably have an area right there where you can keep your contacts stored. Oh, they stage it with this old stool. It's awesome that's remained. A lot of times they knock out this wall here just to give you more space in the hallway, but so much better with it. So you also have a closet right here. This is your coat closet. You have some built-ins right here. Pop this open. Got a few drawers down there too. And you have some shelves right here. And you also have your HVAC. You got alarms, so all the modern stuff, but another set of shelves here as well. Gotta acknowledge too this light fixture, which was original. I think they said some of these light fixtures were in the garage, so they had to come back and reinstall them. I believe that was one. And the bathroom. Looks so great, right? Before we hit the bathroom, I want to show you this first bedroom. So first of two bedrooms. These bedrooms are so good. Take a look. There's a really cool detail, if you're catching it, that's on every wall and ceiling. You're probably screaming it, right? It's the wedding cake plaster. So you'll notice this detail here. So this plaster is protruding from the wall, creating these beautiful designs. So they call it a wedding cake plaster because it looks like it should be on a wedding cake, right? So good. So every wall has them on the ceiling. It's so rare you have it preserved on every wall like this. And look at this. They even found a mirror that fit perfectly in this piece. They also picked such a great warm white color that everything just reflects and looks great. So again, another original light fixture. You'll notice a pineapple detail in the other bedroom. It has a similar sconce with that same design. And over here too, we have the same light fixture, the sconce here. So here's a closet. Again, before I open the closet, you got that really interesting deco door hardware with the crystal knob. Got a closet there. And then another thing I really love about this room is the wall heater here. How great is that? Original wall heater with the knob too. So good. All right, let's go on to the bathroom before we look at the final bedroom. Such a great color, right? That green, it's got that slight blue to it. Really nice. Gets great light too. I've been here later in the day and it also just gets such great light. So here is really where that deco style continues. So you have that stepped detail there in the ceiling. And yeah, where do we start? So we also have the hex tile, which also just has a really interesting kind of pigmentation to it. It's kind of how it aged really nicely. So the bathroom tiles on the side here have that wave motif all around. Kind of makes sense for a bathroom, right? Have a water kind of like detail. And right here we have the shower stall So they got the tiles on the ceiling too. Put in some new fixtures. I was told this was quite a bit of work, restoring all that tile. So you have this built-in vanity. This is original, of course. And the tub. So the tub also had to be reglazed, and they did a custom, or they found a color. They had to go through a lot of colors to get the one that works with the tiles. And I think they did an amazing job to nail the color. Also look at the off and on shut-off switches, the water switches here, the plumbing hardware. So great, right? Man, 1930s. They really had amazing plumbing fixtures. Great detail. So the toilet, it is back here. Got a toilet right there. And then here we get a little peek of the backyard. All right, so now we're gonna head, oh, I almost missed one detail here, the wall heater. So this is a cast iron wall heater here in the bathroom. Yeah, it's just great to see because a lot of times these are removed and you don't see these anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna head back in the hallway. We're gonna go see the second and final bedroom. Wow, it's just so great. Right when you come in, you know, my eyes go straight up, you know, behind the bed there and also on the ceiling. The wedding cake plaster detail continues and just so amazingly preserved. So many times you'll see them kind of like washed away a little bit or parts of it remaining or just mostly, usually pretty just gone. And this room also has that stepped detail like the bathroom on the ceiling too. And the arch, right, has that same detail. So that's that Art Deco style continuing through the whole house. Oh yeah, I also got this far without mentioning the floors, right? So we have original hardwood floors throughout too. So it's that red oak hardwood flooring. Again, I was saying there's so many original details, I'm bound to miss some. So this is, because it's a one-bedroom house, it makes a lot of sense. They have another vanity here, so when someone's using the bathroom, someone could be here getting ready. And even the built-in here, right, has that kind of same deco detail on the sides. And what a beautifully shaped mirror too. So there is that sconce I was referring to. It's not exactly like the other one, but very similar. I love the palm tree and the little pineapple kind of shape there around it. It's so great. And in such great shape too. So this room has a closet, of course, right? Good sized closet. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, this is great. It's got a little window. We see that a lot, right? All the closets have their own little window. And yeah, that brings us to the backyard. Let's go check it out. So it's got a nice little cozy backyard here. Got the pergola. It's a great spot to entertain or just unwind. And it has amazing privacy. Look at this, let's get down in there. So right all around, you have really good privacy. This enters to the garage, it's a two-car garage. And then I'll show you the side yard here. It's another entry to the garage. Beautiful trees here. So the big tree here, it's a sycamore tree over the house, yeah. And you got a side exit too, and that's where the laundry room is. And you can see part of the newer plumbing, the new tankless water heater there. Just to recap, this home is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, just over 1,300 square feet, and it's listed for only $899. If you have some questions, you want to come check it out, feel free to reach out. I got my contact info below. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video you just saw, please like and subscribe to see more.